welcome everyone. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be here today. So, I was asked several questions throughout the last couple of weeks about short term and midterm rentals, and I just wanted to jump in. I've got a series of Ask Me Anythings. I want to make sure that our community is fully aware of what is available to you. Hi, real estate friend, real estate Umar. Okay, hi, real estate Umar. What's up, friend? Welcome. Yeah, so dive in, guys. We're talking all things short and midterm rentals. I'm coughing already. But I'm Dr. Rachel Gainsborough with Short Term Gems. I help doctors and professionals just like you create life changing income streams through smart, no nonsense real estate investment. My superpower is finding those high profit markets and really showing you how to use real estate strategies that will not eat up all your time. I host the Luxury Rental Doctor podcast. This is where I break down real estate into easy, actionable pieces to help you achieve the financial freedom without all of the hassle. I see a lot of friends joining in the communities. Welcome, everyone. Feel free to start dropping your questions in the chat. I have a few that came up that I wanted to address from our last session. So, let's see. LinkedIn stopped streaming again. Bummer. Do you want to end or continue without? I want to continue. Okay, it's all good. It is all good. We're going to have to put in a ticket request for that. But I am seeing a question here. What are some great towns with a good balance of cash flow and appreciation? Oh, I love that question. Real estate Umar. We actually use blog posts and data from a platform called AirDNA, and they have just published some of their best places to invest. I would take a look at that data to see what you can glean from there. I do know that some of the locations are in middle America where we're not seeing a ton of appreciation. However, some of those towns you have access to, I would say, the opportunity to do those bonus depreciation studies. So you can look on AirDNA, or we have a free resource and a training. If you go to 75gems.com, that's 75gems.com, grab that. That will provide you three tabs. On the first tab is my top 75 cities for short term rentals. The middle tab will provide you, that's for 2024. The middle tab will provide you some of the top mid-term rental cities that are in high demand. There's only like 10 or so there. And then on the third tab, you'll find my bonus depreciation cities. So grab that, because you know what? You will see the top, the cities and towns that have the highest appreciation or the better depreciation opportunities for bonus depreciation. So that's where you'll find that research. That's a great question. I wasn't expecting that question, but that is a really good question. So thank you for asking. All right. So what other questions do you guys have? Again, this is an Ask Me Anything session. Let me pull up. I know we have a few platforms where our members are joining. So I want to pull up my little sheet. Hang on. Welcome. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is specifically, I see you. So Jesse is asking about the midterm rental strategy. Jesse says, I own a couple of midterm rentals in the suburbs. Does the midterm rental strategy work within the suburbs? So that's a great question, Jesse. For those of you who are not familiar with this midterm rental strategy, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen with Ryan. I'm going to leave the the huddle just because I was glitching a little bit. Okay, so for those of you who may not be acquainted with the midterm rental strategy, it is where we rent our properties out to families who are displaced from their home due to a disaster, due to a water pipe that burst, a hurricane, tornado, the house was set on fire by a child. So, because of that, the family is displaced from their home. Their home is deemed unlivable. And so they have to move from their home and live with someone else. And so, because of that, our rentals stay booked. We stay in communication with, the stakeholders, and we're able to help support those families while they are encountering a time of need in their lives. And so the great news is that the suburbs absolutely works, Jesse. So yes, yes, yes. A lot of our properties are in the suburbs, and when you have a home that you've set it up with like a lot of care, you've poured your heart into creating a home away from home, you're really helping someone in your community in their time of most need. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, next question. I have an MTR property. Can I reach out to you directly to see how we can connect with insurance companies? Lape, that's a really good question. Absolutely. Feel free to reach out to us directly. As a matter of fact, the best way to connect with me is by connecting with my gatekeepers on my team. So if you go to mtrwealth.com, book a call. You're in great hands, Ms. Carol. She will lead you in the right direction. So would love to communicate with you there. Okay, let's see. Uh, is there a resource link for things to buy for setting up initial short-term or mid-term rental furnishings like sofas and beds? Okay, so this is a really, really good question. I love this question. In terms of short-term versus mid-term rentals, what I love about mid-term rentals, you still want to give a quality setting, a quality design for your space. However, you don't need all of the neon lights or all of the feature walls, wallpaper, from wall to wall. You don't need all of that. Okay, so it's a little bit more, I would say, low key, because you want to kind of curate a space where the guest feels like they're in their home. They feel tranquility. They feel the serenity. They feel like it's an oasis where they have an opportunity to heal from a traumatic experience that they encountered. Okay, so really, really important to know that when it comes to setting up the place, when it comes to shopping for the space, you want to provide quality goods, especially if you're in Class A, Class B type of neighborhoods and Class A, Class B type of homes. You want to provide quality cooking tools because essentially they're going to be there. It's their home away from home. So we love serving our guests at the highest possible level, so that they feel comfortable and they want to stay throughout their entire duration for the midterm rental. But the good news is this works for short-term rentals as well. So if you're straddling between short and midterm rental for this one specific property, having one wow factor wall in the dining area or one sizzle feature wall, that's fine. But everything else should remain the same. We leverage high quality linens, natural fiber linens for the most part, but we're not going to break out our most expensive like Brook linen sheets for midterm rental guests, right? We can leverage some of those high quality gray sheets and linens, and that's okay because a lot of these guests they live locally. They want to be in a space where their kids can continue going to school. They want to be in a space where they're close enough to their home renovation or their home rebuild project, so they're not necessarily all that far removed. So just really helping them to leverage your home as kind of the base for them to launch back to their home. That's a huge game changer. So Dr. Gabby inside of our community, she lives in Lake Tahoe, but her rentals, she has two doors. One is in Texas and one is in our market in Georgia. And so she was really anxious about getting started and launching that midterm rental. But once we found a property that fit the exact buy box that I recommend, we launched it, and even before she closed, we went ahead and put it on the platforms where the insurance companies are booking. Within a month, she had a booking with family whose home was damaged due to fire, and the insurance covered their stay for 6 months, and they had to extend as well. So for that particular deal, she was bringing in $7,500 per month. Her mortgage was right at $3,200 per month. So that for her is huge. She's a burnt out OBGYN. That income was reliable. It covered her mortgage, it covered her insurance, it covered all her expenses, it covered her peace of mind, and it put some extra cash into her pocket. Okay, and so again, this is by focusing on these families who have a major need. She was able to reposition her portfolio, she was able to minimize her risk and have a positive community impact. So for me, it's a hands down win 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 situation. So thank you for asking that question. All right, okay, great. Let's see. What other questions do you guys have? Okay, I see one here. Okay, so Nikki is asking a specific question about how to furnish properties. Nikki is asking, is rental furniture a good option? Okay, that's a great question, Nikki. Here's the deal. There are four ways to furnish, and I kind of want to map this out so that I do not miss out on any of the four ways. Okay, so there are four ways to furnish. Number one, I'm going to kind of draw a little quadrant here. Let me see. Don't you guys love a show and tell? Like, okay. All right, so number one, so this is my little show and tell. There we go. So number one, it's a done for you. That means take the wheel, take my money, and just do the thing for me. So that's done for you. That's number one, done for you. Number two is DWY, done with you. Okay. Number three is do it yourself. I'm just going to do it myself. And number four is a combination of all those three, but I will peg it as furniture rental company. Rental company. So, furniture rental company. Okay. So, done for you, done with you, do it yourself, and furniture rental company. I don't feel like you're. Oh, okay. I think you can kind of say, oh, interesting. Interesting. You can kind of see it that way, right? From the angle. Okay. You can kind of see it at the angle. So it's done for you, done with you, DIY furniture rental company. Okay. Okay. Can you, I think we're doing that. Okay, so let's talk about done for you first and foremost. That's going to be your most expensive way to furnish your property. It's when you hand over your funds, your $100 to a designer that's going to create your mood boards, pick everything out, order everything, send it to your property, have a team come over to assemble all your furniture, and you're hands off. That is the most expensive way to furnish your property, but there's a done with you, so it's a combination, and there are so many different iterations of the done with you. One of my favorite is Dr. Tim. If you're here, friends, hello, hello. So Dr. Tim, he actually used the designer on our team, and she created the whole mood board for him. She created all of the shopping carts, set everything up, worked with them to get the shopping. All they had to do is review it, make sure they were okay with it based off of their idea and design. And they just clicked the shopping cart to order all the furniture for them. And they advised her, hey, it's saying that, the sofa is back ordered. And so she went in and found an alternative that met that same design idea. And what's great about that, it took away from them the mental real estate that ordering process would have taken. So outsourcing some of these little things, guys, are a huge deal. They ordered it from. They live in Austin and they purchased in Panama City Beach. Ordered, locked, loaded. They flew to Panama City Beach. They had someone help them assemble some of the furnishings. They assembled some themselves and then set it up. So that's one done with you version, okay? But there are so many iterations. You can have everything assembled. You can do all the ordering and then have everything assembled by your movers, your moving company, maintenance people, right? So we use tools like Bark or Thumbtack to leverage, our maintenance teams to help us out. So keep that in mind. There's do it yourself. That's where you do it all yourself. Not a fan. Not a fan. I'm more in the done with you bucket for sure. And then there's rental furniture. Okay, so rental furniture is very interesting. We have a company that is local to us called Court. And what's interesting about Court is it's a company that it leverages older hotel furnishings, and then you could rent it out. So out of date hotel furnishings, a lot of the furniture are out of date hotel furnishings. And you know what? What's good about that is they're high quality, they're contractor grade. Contractor grade furnishings mean kids can jump on it and it's not going to break. Allegedly, it has a higher weight capacity, which is important for rentals as well, and it's kind of affordable. It's pretty affordable for that grade of furnishings, but sadly, they're kind of they're kind of ugly looking. I don't know. They just there's not a not a vibe, not a vibe, not a vibe. But if you're in a pinch, it's important to know that's your option. Everything is figure outable in this real estate investing business. So if you ever feel like, you know what, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Hang on. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm in a pinch. I need to figure out something. You know what? Rental furniture, right? Rental furniture is an option that you may not have known about if we weren't having this conversation. So, very, very good. Okay, look, I've got a question from Bear. Hi, Bear and Honey Candle. Oh, I love that name. So, Bear and Honey Candle says, I own two homes in Atlanta. They're fully furnished that I would like to rent either as Airbnb corporate rental. Just graduated college, hoping to go to the Air Force for medical school. Oh my goodness. Okay, Bear, I love that. Team, can you please drop in the chat, or I can drop it in the chat actually, mtrwealth.com. If you drop mtrwealth.com in the chat, we can get you on a call, friend, and get the conversation going. Okay, so I feel like the link is not working. Bear, DM me, and I'll definitely connect with you, friend. Go ahead and DM me, and I will connect with you. All right. So next question we have is from. Let's see. 1 second. I'm not seeing a name. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. Vi says, how do I get the insurance companies to call back and get back to me? Vi, I love, 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 love that question. So it tells me that you're in it. You're in it. You're doing the thing. You're in the thick of it. Vice says, I have two properties in a growing market and I'm just not landing the deals. So I've been doing STR. Okay, so if they're calling but they're not getting back to you, that tells me that there's a gap. Okay, so there's a whole journey that the insurance companies take when they reach out to you. First and foremost, they are looking to they're reaching out to you because they're looking for a place, period. So if you got their attention enough for them to reach out to you, that is huge. That is absolutely huge. That tells me that you are doing something right. So I was just on a call with Dr. Fatima. Dr. Fatima was like, Rachel, you know, I got the insurance company. They reached out. I hadn't heard back. It's been a month. They're just ghosting me. And I was like, oh, Dr. Fatima, what in the world, right? So whenever an insurance company reaches out, or a third party agency reaches out, they typically work with third party agency. We drop everything and we start that follow up loop. Okay, the fortunes are in the follow up in this industry. And so I told Dr. Fatima, they're not ghosting you, they're just overwhelmed. A lot of times they have competing demands. Oh man, I'm getting a call. Hang on, do not disturb. A lot of times from an unknown person too. Let me go on do not disturb. Okay, yes. So they're busy, right? If they are looking to help someone in your current market who is displaced from their home, like Dr. Jolie, she had a water pipe burst in her market in Chicago. So if they're trying to help Dr. Jolie and her market. They're trying to help you and your market. They're trying to help relocate those who are encountering massive disasters that are catastrophic and that are happening on a wide whole regional level, right? So they're super, super busy. So I have a rule where I follow up every 2 days until I hear something. Okay. So we don't cold call. I don't cold call. It's not my jam. I know it's some people's jam. And if that's your jam, give me a call because I need cold callers in my life. I just won't do it. Okay. So for me, it's the ROE. However, if they reach out to me, you better believe we are not going to let go until we make something happen. Okay. So keep that in mind. We may not cold call, but we are going to make something happen. And as a matter of fact, let me do that. Okay, there you go. I should have that on the screen for the members. Okay, so nevertheless, with all that being said, dear friends, here's the deal. Reach back out to them. I told Dr. Fatima, reach back out to them. Let them know, hey, so and so. The gentleman she was speaking, it was named Ralph. Hi, Ralph. Just circling back with you about the family needing property 110 Parkwoods. I want to make sure that they're all set because I was really, wanting to serve them because I know they're in need right now. Something along those lines. Add a little spice of urgency in there. Something to the effect of, um, you know I'm getting a lot of inquiries. I just want to make sure that they're good to go before I accept one of these inquiries that are coming down the pipe. Did you have any additional questions you needed me to answer? So that kind of thing. So that is the goal is to re-engage them, and by the time you reach out to them either with that email, if you have their phone number, feel free to text them or pick up the phone and call. I will call. That's not a cold call, that's a warm call, right? Or a hot call because they called me first. So I will pick up the phone and call. At that point they respond and it's like, okay, we are good to go. All right. And so that's what Dr. Fatima did, and guess what, she got a booking. She got the booking, and this was a displaced family in her market. And she just manages the properties herself. This is an hour a week max, an hour a week tops, if 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 she has to use that hour at all. So that is huge, right? So for her, that was an absolute game changer. Okay, you are welcome. You are welcome. Yes, mtrwealth.com. We are really going to be working on setting people up who just have not had the opportunity to take advantage of investing in real estate this year. By the end of 2024, I want our community to be filled with real estate investors, guys. I hope, based on some of the questions, based on some of the scenarios that we just shared tonight, you can see how this strategy could be achievable even with your super, super, super busy schedule. It doesn't have to feel like something that is totally unattainable. We're not investing in hundreds of doors. It's all about quality, not quantity. Let me say that for those sitting in the back. It's all about quality, not quantity. Just wanted to remind you of that. And I did want to share, guys, for those of you who are still, I see we still have a few members that are still here on Instagram and in all the places. Feel free to continue to drop your questions. I'm going to do one or two more of these live Q&A, ask me anything sessions. So be ready. Bring all your hard questions. I'm looking forward to it. And I would love, love, love to invite those of you who are ready to get started this year to an exclusive in-person event in beautiful Serenbe, Georgia. This is just 30 minutes outside of Atlanta. This is in October. It is a 3.5 day retreat that is designed only for serious investors, okay? Because we're only taking 15 people, 15 only. We only have 7 spots available. This is your chance to get on the inside, gain the insider access to some of these strategies that are making just a really difference in our community. It's making our members' real estate dreams into a whole reality. So inside of this retreat, you're going to learn everything about my tutor strategy, how to generate more income than your full-time W-2, how to save on taxes massively, and how to really give you that freedom that you crave. Plus, you'll get access to all of my step-by-step guides, my templates, my Rolodex, the phone numbers for all of these insurance companies, as well as just all of my proven methods. What do I say when I call them? I give you access to all of my designers that are inside of our community, as well as the done for you, done with you DIY guides if you so choose, plus a list of all the rental furniture companies that are out there. So if you are ready to just have a conversation, like we said, it's only limited to 15, so we have to vet everyone. So if you're interested in having a conversation, drop grow in the comment below. Drop grow, GROW, in the comment. DM me the word grow, or go to mtrwealth.com. I cannot wait to help you take that next step towards financial freedom. I do have to run. I've got another appointment, but let's make it happen together, guys. I love you all to the moon and back. Bye bye for now.